flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. That kickoff return, 104 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Here we go, set, 60 Pittsburgh. Two times, 45.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
6-6, pull it high. No.
Working from the gun, Manning. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. This is Elliott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Check line 54. Line 54. Watch the play. Hard. Shoot. Walk quick. Tighten up. Big grip.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And caught by Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Go. Check 38. Stand off. Check. Check 3. Check. Squeeze. Shoot. Stick guy. Check stick guy. Let's go.
On play action, it's Manning. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Leo.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready. 60 or. Get it.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
70, Indy. It's just me and you.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Willie Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now Lewis here on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
X3, 218, chop.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Break. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Look at me. Zipper.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Set. 18, Gator. General West.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Manning to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The kick by Bryant is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd down. Herbert flushed out right. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. The result of the play is a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Slam. He's checking. Rock it.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Stay with your man. Slide. No. Check 52. 36. You go tight. Hey, lock it. You got tight right there. Switch.
Manning now on first down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Matt Milano gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Manning. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Go! 70, Indy. Check. Score. Go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A beautiful fake. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Look at me. Door. 10. Go out. Alert 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Tenth carry now for Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Switch it, come here, switch it. Patch it. Check 15. Hey, box drop. Shoot.
Shotgun now for Manning. And it's complete. Henry. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The 1st down carry by Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Go.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Exit. Three down.
From the gun, it's Manning. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Set up, 30 base. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Check right. Kill. Check. Hey, stand on. Sleep him.
To throw is Manning. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check. What? Squeeze.
Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On 1st down, Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Herbert. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in.